Hello, King or Queen, if you're watching this as a woman. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Today I'm talking about cold showers, why I do them, why you should do them too. And yeah, let's get into it. So, first off, what is a cold shower? Basically, when you go to shower, right, you have your like faucet and you want to turn it to the coldest setting of water, right? And you turn it on and you get blasted with cold water. I mean, that's the best I could describe it. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? I'm kind of being sarcastic, but yeah, it's basically just cold exposure. You can do maybe not even cold showers. Basically, the same thing would apply if you say had like a little lake outside of your house that is usually cold, like you know not sort of room temperature water, but you know what I mean, right? Or you could do a cold plunge, like people call them ice baths, right? But that wastes a lot of water, in my opinion, and you don't want to waste too much water, right? Um, Filling up a whole bathtub just to be in there for like 5 minutes and then drain it. But that's that. But yeah, what are the benefits? Either way, whichever variant you choose, I prefer cold showers because it's just quick and easy. The benefits are starting with the physical, improved circulation, right? So circulation is your sort of blood flow throughout your body. So it gets improved. Your immune system gets tougher because you're getting cold exposure, and if you're getting exposed to cold, so your body gets used to the cold, and then later when you get more cold, your body's like, yeah, we already know this. We have cold showers, you know. I mean, it's probably not as simple as I explained it, but it pretty much is, right? You get better muscle recovery. Now, this is what basically like athletes do sometimes. Not sometimes. Most like professional athletes, they do like cold exposure, usually like a ice bath, and what that does is like really helps your muscles sort of regenerate, and the like acid is called, like there's this material, right, in your muscles that builds up, right? I think lactic acid, probably. Let me check. Yeah, it's lactic acid. So yeah, it basically helps that sort of go away and regenerate your muscles faster. So after a workout, if you do a cold shower, or even better, a cold bath, but a shower works well as well, in my opinion, from where I've done it, right? Uh, yeah, so muscle recovery. And if you think about it, it's kind of has like this double sort of like you hop in a cold shower. If you've never done a cold shower, I'll just try and explain. But if you have, either way, uh, you hop in, you turn on the cold water, and it's like really cold at first, and it hits you, and your muscles just like you can't really control the reflex. All your muscles contract, like you tense up, and but then after when you're out of the cold shower, right? Basically, all of your muscles in your body, because it's getting all of you, right? You might want to turn while you're in the shower as well, because if it's only hitting your chest, it's not hitting your back, so you want to turn so it hits your back as well. But yeah, all your muscles tense up, but then when you're out, they all relax, and it kind of like a sort of like a meditation, I guess. Like, it helps your body relax. Like honestly, in my opinion, it's like relaxing. People say don't take cold showers before sleep. I don't take them right before sleep because it does, spike your dopamine and spike, I guess, what's it called? Your adrenaline, right? Adrenaline, a little bit. But about an hour before sleep, it does help you fall asleep faster and sort of get better sleep. But yeah, mental benefits, increased alertness and increased dopamine, as I said. So this is like proven already, right? That taking cold showers increases your like dopamine levels, and you know do with that what you want, right? But it does. So same with like drinking caffeine, right? That increases your dopamine. So it might be easier to focus, right? Or the alertness, right? If you're say studying for like hours on end or working on a project, but the project isn't like some physical work, it's like sitting down at a computer, or and you get tired, right? You get like after a few hours, you're kind of feeling sleepy. But if you don't want to go to stimulants, like go drink coffee or something, right? Which I personally don't drink coffee, but that's a whole different subject. You can just go take a cold shower, and that cold is definitely going to wake you right up. Of course, it's not for the like hours on end, but you can keep going into the cold shower, right? If you have that on hand. If you're in an office, that might not work as well. But cold water to your face does help you wake up as well. That's what I do every morning. Yeah, stress reduction, because kind of experience that whole. It's like the whole experience, right? It's sort of like it's a whole body experience. Like, is you're getting really cold, and it kind of, you're fully present in the moment. You can't really be thinking about other things. Like, once you get used to it, you can, I guess. You can think about other things, but usually, like, the cold gets you to snap right out of any thoughts or anything, and you're just present, right? So, I mean, again, that's kind of a sort of like a meditation in like a weird sense, where you're being mindful, you're practicing mindfulness, right? Forcefully, but And yeah, another benefit that I've kind of noticed is cold resilience, but not particularly like physically. Maybe physically, I don't know, it would be hard to say, but mentally, definitely mentally. What I mean by that is, you know, if there's like a colder day or something, or colder environment that I'm in, I kind of don't think about it too much. Like, I feel the coldness. I feel like even right now, the room I'm in, it's kind of cold, so my fingertips are kind of cold, right? But it's not like I don't mind, right? It doesn't. It's not distracting, right? So that's what I would say. Like, the resilience to the cold is like mentally, you're kind of used to being more cold sometimes, and it's okay, right? Obviously, don't be like shivering for hours on end, right? Go warm up or something if that's how you're living or whatever. But that's the situation you're in. It doesn't prevent you from getting like hypothermia or whatever. Maybe it does. I don't know. For that, you'd have to do your own research. But mentally, definitely, you get more resilient. Right. Some other things, right? In my personal experience, with the cold shower habit. So I do it every day, right? Usually after working out or after running or whatever I do for the workout that day. After I do that, because you're all sweaty, you're gonna shower anyway, so you might as well do the cold shower. And I don't do warm showers anymore. This is probably you know just me, or maybe other people as well. But I've found evidence that suggests that warm showers and even hot showers are like, I don't know what the right word is, like opposite of beneficial. Like they can, they're not good for you basically, right? Um, like, cold showers are good for you, but hot showers are not. At least for men's health, right? I don't know for women. Maybe it's different. Maybe it's the same. Um, but yeah, so I don't even do hot showers. And at first, it was kind of hard to get into the habit. But if you're wanting to try this, I can definitely say after about like the first week or two, or maybe even 3 weeks, like to a month is the max. You're gonna be like suffering and having to like get over yourself to get into the cold shower. But then once you get like a habit of it, of like doing it every day or every other day, whenever you shower, basically, you kind of just get used to it after about a month. Like, that's honestly the longest it takes. I wouldn't even say a month, like maybe a few weeks, right? And you get used to it. At first you're like, oh no, I don't want to turn it on, and then you might like make weird noises, right? At first I used to just turn it on, and then water hits me, and I'm like, like just hyperventilating, right? And that's perfectly normal. I mean, don't faint, hold on to something if you feel like you're gonna fall, right? Because if you get too much oxygen in your brain, you might pass out. That hasn't happened to me before, but I have felt lightheaded before, so it could have happened. So be wary of that. But that's usually not a problem, right? Don't make a problem out of that. And that's only really like at first, the first couple of like, weeks. Then you get used to it. You still kind of hyperventilate the first like few seconds, but then you can kind of just get your breathing back to normal and like be in the cold shower for like a minute or two. And then talking about time, right? First, just start off with like 10 seconds. Just go in and then 10 breaths. That's what I do. I don't count seconds, I count breaths. So I used to do 10 breaths, then 20 breaths, then 30 breaths, and just every day just increasing just a little bit, maybe even one breath, 5 breaths at a time, right? And you'll eventually get to like where you can be there and for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and you're fine, right? There's no need to go like 10 minutes in a cold shower, right? You can if you want, but honestly, like 2 or 3 minutes is enough if you're just doing that daily, right? As well, I mean, you're showering yourself and whatnot, so that's how long it takes. Maybe like 5 minutes, whatever. I do like 2 or 3 minutes. Yeah. Another thing is it's kind of funny, right? So there used to be like, I'm pretty sure everyone has this, right? Where the water company, right, turns off the hot water to like fix some pipes or something, and you don't have hot water for a few days, right? Or maybe a few hours, but and you're kind of like forced to do cold showers or not to shower at all. And this has happened to me in like the year and a half now that I've been doing cold showers. And it's honestly no problem, right? And then other people are like, oh damn, how can you go shower? How can you fucking whoa, no swearing. How can you go showering if there's no hot water? What are you doing in there? I'm like, I just had having a cold shower. I do that every day, it doesn't bother me, right? Like when they turn off the water, they never turn off the cold water. It's never like you turn on the water and it's just boiling water or just hot water, right? Because you need the cold water, right? Otherwise you can't even really shower. If you turn it on the maximum heat, I'm pretty sure you've done that at some point in your life, you realize it just burns your skin and you can't stay in that for longer than like 2 seconds. But in cold water you can, and it won't burn your skin. It might feel like it's stinging and attacking you, but yeah, it's really just a feeling, right? And you get used to it, and it doesn't harm you in any way, right? Yeah, another thing, it's really good in the summer, especially if it's like 30 degrees Celsius and Fahrenheit. That's like 85 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. If where you live that's just like normal temperature, okay. But for me, here where I live, we have winters that go like minus 15 Celsius, minus 20. So at like the peak of winter. So, like plus 30 for us, it's, that's like the peak of summer, right? 30, 35 degrees Celsius. And then, if you don't have air conditioning in your apartment or room or house or whatever, or if the sun is just, if you live in a room or staying in a room where the sun is shining at your window every day, like the whole day, I mean, then it gets pretty hot, right? Because like everything's heating up, the whole wall's heating up, the ceiling, everything, right? Even if you have blinds, the blinds start heating up and they start radiating. And yeah, I've had those experiences, right, in my old apartment. And I used to just do cold showers, like 5 cold showers a day. Like it's 30 degrees in my room. I can barely focus on to do work, but I hop in a cold shower, and for like 30 minutes, I can focus because I'm not cold. I mean, I'm not hot, right? I kind of cool down, and it helps me think. That's a big improvement. If you live in like the hotter countries, right? If your summers don't reach 30 degrees Celsius, then whatever. It doesn't apply to you, I guess. And yeah, the last thing I wanted to say is that you can use this for your advantage and like get like these sort of like gentleman vibes where if you're on a date or something with a girl and the cliche, right, where oh I'm cold, and then you've got like a jacket or whatever, you can be like, yo, you're cold? Well, I'm pretty hot right now. I can take off my jacket, give her your jacket or hoodie or whatever, and not be as cold as yourself, because as I talked about, the cold resilience mentally, but don't be simping, right? Yeah, but yeah, that's that pretty much. I don't have much to say, right? If you want me to talk more in depth about specific things about like cold showers or any topic really, leave it in the comments, right? I'll probably reply. I might even make a video about it, right? If you enjoyed it, leave a like, helps the algorithm. Leave a comment, share it. Thank you for watching, and take care.